And today's story, one of my guests says, is quite relatable because at least you know one person who happens to find themselves in that kind of complicated situation. The older you become, honestly, the less complicated you want your life to be. And so we're helping you get it, or to declutter it, or to deconstruct that narrative, whichever suits you at the moment. My guest, I'll start from my rear left. I have Sharifa Mohammed. Hi, Sharifa.
Hello, thank you for having me back here on the show.
All right. And I have Azubuko Rita Chinecherem. Good morning to you. I hope you guys have been having a lovely week so far.
Yes. How about you?
You know, having to be at the center of knowing Nigerians' ups and downs sometimes might not be the absolute best thing, but the week has been great, trust me. The weather has been friendly.
Has it?
It has been friendly, has it not?
Well, okay.
Friendly is relative, as a matter of fact.
Exactly.
It's been raining, it's been cool, calm, you know. But yes, today's conversation with both my beautiful guests seated right here in the studio would be from a reaction of an individual after she had watched The Polygamist. You know, sometimes when you watch movies and it feels like you can see yourself being mirrored in the movie. Yeah. That's exactly what happened to our case study today. Let's just go over the slides and then we'll get back in the studio to have the conversation. Right. Ife, this is me. I need to go to rehab. If there's one for people like me, I think I'm possessed, or this man has used something on me. I am Mpasa. Mpasa is a character in The Polygamist. My friends have talked and prayed, but I feel stuck. I'm currently dating a married man that told me earlier that him and his wife are getting a divorce. This was 3 years ago, only for me to find out a year into the relationship that the wife is a sweet soul. I had never dated a married man before then, but the love this man shows me is something I've never had before. I confronted him. He begged me and said he loves me and we should continue until I find my own man. I agreed. I don't even know why. His wife came to my workplace to see me. I was so scared and shocked. How did she enter? She's friends with my ED. She sat with me in my office, told me how she met her husband and how they hustled together to have their wealth today, how close he is with his children, and if they know about me, they will lose respect for their dad. I cried that day because I felt ashamed. I ended it with him, but he barged into my house in anger, and from anger to begging, and that's how I slipped back. The wife has called me up to 4 times since then, and I have stopped picking her calls because of shame. I tell myself I'm single and looking for a relationship, but almost everyone in Lagos knows I'm dating this man. Where do I go from here? If I swear I've tried to leave, but now I've given up. Maybe this is my fate to be a second wife. He doesn't even want to wife you. Maybe I need prayers from the community, please. I want to let go. The crazy part is this man is not a womanizer. Our love just keeps getting tighter and I feel more ashamed, but I can't cut him off. He makes me happy and I'm sad for myself that I'm doing this to the wife. I know you may not understand and I know maybe I'm just ranting here. The wife follows you and I hope if she reads it, she knows I feel stuck and it is nothing against her. I don't want to break their home. I try to create as much boundaries as possible. I really want to break things off affair, but who will date me again after this man has put a stamp on me? It's may also be Jazz. I don't know again. So this is the case study for today. And remember, if you have seen The Polygamist, this is the context in which she is sharing her story right now. Who goes first? Let's hear. What are your thoughts on this? Sharifa.
Okay, so I believe emotional attachment is very real and I feel like she's gaslighting herself.
Okay.
Yeah, because she obviously knows what she's into and the man on the other hand is not willing to lose his marriage and also commit to her. So I don't know what she's waiting on. And you see the one she said she's being jazzed and she has prayed and she feels stuck. I feel like she's just making excuses for herself. She's not really being accountable from what you read out.
Mm-hmm.
She gave so many excuses and made excuses for the man also. So I think she needs to really go and see a therapist, because no matter what they tell her in the comment section, she knows it already.
Mm-hmm.
She's just not ready to face the reality. And maybe there are ideas she has in her head that she's still hoping would come true in the relationship. But I don't think this man will commit to her anytime soon. Yes.
Okay. Let's hear you. She had to clear her throat first.
I need to, because this is just so clear.
Yeah.
Everything is so clear because, firstly, being with a married man, life has done you 1-0.
Straight up.
Because, there's no way he's going to end up with you. Because if he wanted to be with you, he will not be with his wife. So, secondly,
Men are polygamous in nature.
but this one, he's not ready
Mm-hmm.
to have another person
Mm-hmm.
on board.
Yeah.
Because I believe, from what she said he told her that 3 years ago, before they started the relationship, that he was going to get a divorce.
Yeah.
But 3 years into the relationship, there's no sign that I'm ready to let my wife go. He's just using her to fill maybe a kind of void that he has at home. She's not going to be a second wife. She can keep dreaming on, but he's not going to.
He's not going to leave his wife.
He's not going to
He's
leave
not
his
going
wife
to leave
because
his wife.
men, one thing is, they respect and they love their wife, regardless of whatever the problem would be.
So you think this man respects his wife?
I don't think
Not in terms of, not the fact that he's cheating,
But respect in general. You think he respects
doesn't
his
love
wife?
his
but going so far to end things with her because you want to be with another woman, he won't do that.
It has happened before.
I don't know.
I
But
think,
I think-
this case, the man is actually benefiting from it. He's the one that because for a wife to call another woman, God, that's a lot. It takes a lot of courage and audacity for you to call another woman and even meet up with her to talk about your husband and going to give the other woman excuses why she should leave your husband. I'm pretty sure this is not even the first person that he would do so treat.
The lady said he's not a humanizer, a womanizer.
she keeps making excuses for him and she's not
Trying to make the
accepting
man
reality.
look good in front of her, giving herself reasons why.
That's why I say she's
he's
gaslighting
better.
herself. She's painting the picture she wants to see. And then for the wife, I'm pretty sure this is not the first time because she handled it, well, I say so well, but for you to agree to meet up with someone your husband is dating, that means even the wife too doesn't want to lose. So I feel the
Doesn't want
man
to
is,
lose the marriage.
yeah, I feel like the man is the one benefiting from both of them. So
And this lady in particular, I feel like she doesn't want to face reality in terms of, a married man would more like use the money to keep you. They get to make you feel comfortable so that you have this ideology of, oh, I have the perfect man, because you get to get whatever you want, takes you on trips, gives you money and everything, make you feel so comfortable that you would question every other guy that's coming to you, even if you want to give it a chance. So she's already soaked in the stuff and everything she has been benefiting. That is why I feel like she's finding it hard to leave the man. Because if she leaves him, where's she going to get the whole
same
lifestyle
stuff.
and everything? Not like she's going back to square one.
It is one thing to date a married man. It's another thing to date him and the whole Lagos knows that you are dating him. Because I don't get her point, because she was narrating and said, he has rubber stamped his signature or whatever on me, the whole Lagos. Please, how did the whole Lagos know that you are dating somebody's
My
husband?
husband, you get.
Because it is the audacity of both you and the man for me. Number one, you know that you are not married. You're looking at getting married, and someone that, because this sounds like it might be a popular person, because if the whole of Lagos now knows that you are with somebody like that, because Lagos is I mean, nightlife, parties and all of that, when they're always seeing someone like that with you, they most likely will be able to put two and two together and say, oh, maybe these people are together, even when they know that that person is married. So you did that to yourself in the first place. There are people who get into these relationships conscious of what they're getting into, you know, where they say, they tell themselves, I'm just there for the money, you know, I just want to eat the money and go. At the end of the day, you are stuck. And the reason I found that a lot of young people get stuck in relationships like this is the fact that, number one, greed is a very major part of it. Greed is there because of what the person gives you, emotional support, financial support, and all of that. There's greed. Then the second aspect of it will be the fact that it is possible for a person, because I was going through the comments and I saw someone made mention of it, and I share in that same perspective as well. It is possible for you to be doing something and harbor disgust for that thing. Now, that's why people need help sometimes.
Yeah.
For a lady like this, I'm not going to rule out the possibility of the fact that she actually hates what she's doing. Yeah. It is possible.
Hates it.
Take, for instance, a person that is abused. Okay, let's not go far. I experienced it. I was at the salon. I was talking to them. I was at the salon over the weekend. And I was just at the salon, you know, lots of girls, women, they just come to the salon. Everyone wants to get their hair done and what. So we were sitting there. A lady was already there trying to loosen her hair. They were trying to fix her up because she wanted to change her look or something like that. And then a guy walks into that salon, walks in there, and he literally dragged the girl out of the salon and goes to the front of the salon, and they were talking because I don't understand the language they were speaking. They just kept, but you could see that they were arguing. And the next thing, they just gave her like a very dirty slap in front of the salon.
Oh, wow.
I was uncomfortable about it because, number one, that's an adult. You're an adult as well. But I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Let me not be a part of it. But the guy was literally going to take the shirt of this girl and tear it open. And that was the point. I was like, no, you have to leave here right now. That's your wife. You can beat her. You can't beat me. But, yes, get out right now of this place. You know, if you want to be crazy, just go and do it somewhere and all of that. That's me standing up for someone, right?
Yeah.
Other women too were like, no, you shouldn't do that. You know, they even brought stuff that they were going to hit the man but in less than 10 minutes, you guys, I'm not joking. This guy came back with a drink for that lady. She drank. He losing her hair.
Wow.
They were all mushing the salon. I was so disgusted.
She's used to it.
I could hate her for that. But there's something that makes people sometimes get used to abuse. And instances like where this girl finds herself right now. So that's why I'm saying it's possible for a person to harbor disgust about something that they also possess, you know. And so I'm not justifying whatever it is that she's doing, but I also believe that she needs help. First, you have brought yourself to this point where you have dated a married man to the point that everyone knows. Second, the wife has confronted you, but you are still not able to leave. So it's one of two things. It's either greed and then she actually does need help, or it is both greed and someone who wants to go but does not know how to go. That's what I think.
I don't think it's greed.
You don't think it's greed?
Yeah, from what I read, but I don't think it's greed. I did not see her mentioning things like, oh, I'm scared to lose him because I might not be able to. I'm just saying, no, it's not like she will, but she typed a lot. And we're just speaking based on what she put out. Exactly. So I didn't really see anything about, if I leave him, I might not be able to afford my next rent or my parents' medical bills or something like that. Like you said, you mentioned something about there is something that makes them attached. So for some ladies, you see them dating married men. At times, they go in with the benefits. They start dating, but along the line, I think these men, they know their target. They know those girls that have daddy issues or they have something that they lack that needs to be filled. So most times, it's emotional attachment. It's not really greed. There's something that she feels like if this man is not around, I might not have someone that understands me. She said something about who will marry me or who marry. Yeah. So she's so emotionally attached and invested in this man. Maybe when she has a problem, he's the first person she calls when she's crying. He knows how to calm her down. I don't think it's about the money, honestly. I feel like honestly, I don't think it's about the money.
What do you think?
I don't think it's about the money.
I feel like it's about the money, firstly, because she mentioned that everybody in Lagos knows, meaning they go out often. He make her time for her. You know, if you're in a relationship with a guy, at least one thing is making out time for you, making you feel loved, feel seen, and know that, okay, this is my person. So the man knowing fully well that, okay, these are the things that will keep this lady, because he's aware of everything he's doing. He has nothing to lose, I mean. But you, on the other hand, you're not married yet, and you're going around publicly with this person. You're already doing yourself a whole lot. So I felt like probably she had maybe a past trauma or something that made her feel that much comfortable with this particular person. So now it's more like, if I leave this man, where would I go? It's still leading back to the previous kind of experience she must have had in her relationships or her life or something.
Or even childhood, you know.
But do you know there are people that do not have any sort of daddy issues and are still here? Are still in situations like this? Because I know you made mention of the fact that it might be daddy issues, and I totally agree. Because people, I feel like us as humans, our soul is literally always almost searching for people that validate our feelings.
Yes.
Because that's like the greatest need of every human being. You want to feel loved, you want to feel valued, you want to feel appreciated. So our soul is just like in that kind of constant search of, you know, someone that literally connects with you on every level, you know. So for a person that is deprived of that to a certain extent from the background that they're coming from, it becomes easy for any I love you to sound true. You know, there are people who automatically can pick this. I'm like, when you tell them I love you, it's like, what do you want from me? You have children. I'm the one who is going to lose. You know, and I almost spell it out. I'm the one who is going to lose, because today you can wake up and decide that you're walking away. And you have nothing to lose. I'm the one who has something to lose. Number one, people already know me with you. You know. Secondly, there's something about not being able to receive when your hand is already full. Because when you want something, I believe that you have to make room for that thing to happen. But you have already clouded your space with all of these people, this man, you know. Even when you are praying, there's already someone doing for you what you are asking God to bring someone to do. So it's more like, I know God is wise and all of that, but sometimes you just can't explain how the universe is able to communicate certain things. You know, you are saying you want this, but you're so tight-fisted. It's the same thing with also wanting certain areas as a human being. You keep saying, oh, my destiny is to be, you know, a singer. And you are absolutely failing in that aspect. You don't want to open up to the possibilities of what might exist outside of this Pandora's box that you've put yourself in. You know, and it's the same thing with her. She might have experienced trauma, daddy issues, you know, the lack of presence of the father. So you always, and we know what a father signifies: protection, he signifies provision, he restores order in the home. That's what a good father is supposed to be like, you know. So if this man now starts to represent that, which is she thinks that she's lacking, it is easier to get emotionally attached. But I don't think that getting into a relationship with a married man, and the silliest thing for you to do, if you want to date a married man, date a married man. But don't say he told you he would leave his wife.
I think he also mentioned that I can be with you then up until when you find someone to...
No, that was after they had even gotten to the point where she know that he's married. And she's like, oh, she knows that she's a married man. But it's crazy. The man said he's going to leave his wife. Let me tell you, we're all ladies. And the truth is, each of us must have had these experiences. The terrible ones are the ones who always come to you to tell you that their wife is a demon. That they want to leave her. You know, personal experience one time. Someone, the wife is terrible. They said all sort of things about his wife. And then next month, you guys are doing baby naming. You are not okay. How do you impregnate someone that is evil and that is wicked? You know, so I think that a lot of ladies need to be more vigilant, you know, need to be more sensitive?
Well, I feel like for me, the focus here is the man.
Okay.
Because tell me why a married woman would go and agree for a meeting with your husband's supposed side chick. So, and then she mentioned something about the man and her being known in Lagos. So I think there's maybe he has the money, the social lifestyle, but there's something about him that is making both women not want to walk away.
That's greed.
No, wait, hold on.
That's greed.
Do you know, I'm not with you guys on greed. You know, yes. You see, when you meet...
Wait, Sharifa,
Okay.
do you believe that this woman will go to another woman to ask them to leave her husband if that man has money? If that man does not have money?
See,
No,
I'm not taking away the fact that there's no money.
No,
or
but
the man is broke.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
If that man was not doing well,
Yeah.
do you think that woman would just leave him? Look at this useless man that I'm even
A long
pitying.
time.
I
She's
get
even go as
you.
far as going to meet the
not
girl.
Not all. I don't want to focus on the fact that it is money. Like,
Okay.
that's why both women are still there. I always, when you meet a married man, right? Maybe a lady dating a married man, at times, if you notice, let's say like 4 different men that are dating girls while they are still married,
Yeah.
you notice a pattern. Those women, well, me personally, I've noticed a pattern. The kind of women they are married to. They are not just, most of them are married to women that maybe want marriage. Women that maybe are not beautiful, that knows, sorry, I'm using that word, but some women actually lack that self-esteem. They feel like they are not beautiful enough. If they leave this man, where will they start from? Yes, I'm saying this from like what I'm not personal experience. There's some women that are even rich, they are beautiful, but still you still see them with that man because the man has so much made the woman build her life around him that when she thinks about leaving, she'll be like, where will I start from? So the man knows how to keep them emotionally attached to him. Because now and then, I don't think any woman would call for a meeting with your husband's side chick that you are begging, telling her that the kids will get affected if
I feel like it's because of the children. For real. Because imagine you creating a scene whereby your children have to feel traumatized
I beg
from the house.
Please, I beg.
I don't even know where this conversation is. But I don't agree that it's because of the children.
I beg.
For the woman
Yes.
These children.
being there.
I promise
These
you.
children. The man has made these women build their life.
No,
Imagine the woman
I don't
said,
think so, Sharifa. I don't think the man.
do you know what it takes for a girl that has self-worth, that has self-love, to go out with a married man and be seen publicly and you're not even, you don't mind.
Wait, let me tell you an experience.
That's why I established to you that there are people who just do it. Are they not?
Not
Yes.
because of anything.
Not because of anything. They just want to. There are people who are very.
The man picks his victims.
No.
Carefully.
you agree to be the victim?
Do you know why I don't want to always? I don't want to always project it.
Okay.
Project the woman as a victim in situations like this.
But they're victims.
No.
Do you know, there's
they're
somebody
doing
that I
sometimes.
know.
You mentioned about a woman that, sorry, you mentioned about a woman that,
Okay, don't worry.
okay, not the way you looked at me when I put it right
No.
Okay, so you mentioned about a woman that the man literally slapped her in public, and the next thing he brought drink and he was helping her losing her hair and all. She's a victim. Even though she hates being there, do you know how difficult it is to live an abusive relationship?
She's a victim. Of course,
Right.
anybody, man or woman that is being abused in a relationship is the victim. But in solving the problem, we don't just capitalize on the fact that that person is a victim. We have to also know what are the underlying conditions that allows a person to allow themselves.
But you know,
to
for
be
someone can
victims.
abuse you, they already know your weakness.
Now let me
Sharifa,
tell you something.
Did the man start
See,
abusing her immediately? He asked her.
No.
She already made a decision when the man approached her to say yes. If today I wake up and I decide that I want to date a married man, you can never see me come out online to say that I was pressurized. I was not pressurized.
No, she wasn't.
I'm not a victim. The man did not emotionally rope me. I decided that I was going to do it because, and there are certain reasons that makes people decide that. If you come from the point of this man gets very persistent and then they start to coercion, like through, not by word of mouth, but by actions. I agree. That exists because the truth is, you stay in the city of Abuja. We see these things all the time, whether you like it or not. Imagine you being somewhere and you know that this person can take me to the next level of my career or where I want to be. But the person is putting offers like, we're going to have, some sort of sexual relationships before I give you that. There are some women that find themselves in relationships like this because they wanted to use it as a means to get to where they
through
want
it.
to go. That woman cannot also play victim because she's made
aware.
a choice. She's aware that that is what was on the table. This guy wants this and he wants to give me this in return. It's an exchange. So that lady cannot claim victim.
At all.
Even though she can also be argued to be a victim because it is wrong. According to the Nigerian law, it is wrong. For sexual harassment is wrong. You're sexually harassing her. But she still had the option of walking away.
Yeah. But do you know it's not easy to walk away from
established
abuse?
It's true.
She said something about she ended the relationship, then the man came in, I think,
bad to her house and was begging her.
So from personal experience, you need to relocate, like leave that place entirely before you can get away from your abuser, because they will always come back.
I just feel like she wasn't ready to give up. Because no, she wasn't ready to give up.
It's not true.
Let me tell you something based on
but
someone around.
It's not true.
I have like this person that, let's say she's in a relationship with a married man that provides literally everything for her. And mind you, it's not like she's young. Oh. She's not young. She's more like, they say in her 30s, thereabouts. What are you doing with a married man in your 30s? And everybody that comes her way should be like, oh, you can't be like she calls him her boyfriend now. You can't be like my boyfriend because you can't give me the lifestyle he buys her, the cars, give her the luxury, go for trips, fund her businesses, made her where she's working and everything. Do you understand? So that one alone is more like she's already entangled. And so any guy, let's say any hardworking young guy that comes out now, because you can't compare the money of someone that is already advanced because he has worked.
Yeah.
He's already very financially stable. So he has the money, enough money to spend. But a guy that is still trying to start a life is not going to give you the same luxurious gift you get from a man of that age. So she's already used to the whole lifestyle. And now she's asking herself, can you give me that? If you can give me that, then I could give you a chance. But most of the times you don't see guys like that because the age difference is long. So probably maybe when the guy gets to that age, he's going to be even maybe more than the man. But she doesn't want to walk through that process. Yeah. Okay. So she knows what she's doing.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to really blame it on the men because I feel like the women also have a role to play in it, regardless of how bad it is.
Yes.
You made your choice. Yes. It's more like someone giving you something and you don't want to take it, want to walk away.
And I'm not discrediting.
They will go to somebody else and they'll leave you.
Yes, I'm not discrediting the fact that it is difficult sometimes to resist, because look at as a young girl, you're struggling, you're trying to get one or two together, it's not coming together, and then there's somebody there just offering you, just be my girlfriend, I'll give you everything. Sometimes it's not easy. So we're not taking out the human aspect of how difficult it is sometimes to resist these kinds of temptations, especially because of the kind of comfort that it will eventually bring. But we'll ask the very important question, because, under these comments, you'd see a lot of guys also come out to say that young ladies always like to date married men over younger boys, which will be our next question. But let's go out on a very quick break. When we get back, we'll address that. All right, welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. It's still Rapid Done right here on Rapid TV, and we have been having conversations centered around the difficulty in walking away from a married man. Why did you get there first of all? But yes, we're talking about emotional attachment and why does it feel so difficult to leave a married man. But the question I was going to ask before we went on that break is, like I said, sampling the opinion of the people in the comments, they have said stuff like, oh, a lot of young girls would rather opt for married men. Do you think this is true? If yes, why do you think so?
Okay, so there's this man I was talking to, he's a married man actually, and we're just gisting, And then he told me about someone he has been with, that the girl, her parents are well to do and all. And I paused and I said, what's she not doing with you? No, serious, because I believe that dating a married man most time, though we know we are Muslims.
You follow your religion.
You know, we are, so that's why the topic is not really something I can go into, and because you can be with a married man, at the end of the day, can get married to you, and at times you might not get married to you. It's really tricky. Okay. But this one is not even about religion. And I asked, what is she looking for? Because most girls date married men because of the financial benefits and all. So, but in this lady's case, I think she got carried away and got emotionally attached, and she likes the lifestyle. Me, I will still say it for you to be known with the man all over Lagos, the guy in Abola. Yes, now he has a lifestyle. So I think it's part of the reasons why she feels like leaving this man. Where will I start from? How will I be known? The lifestyle and all. And you know, at times people confuse greed for emotional attachment, but
we're finally agreeing.
Yes,
we're finally agreeing.
People confuse greed for emotion. When you think about maybe like who,
like,
so will I be?
Continue?
I won't be known again. You might be surprised that this person is even someone popular that we don't even know. That
I think he's popular.
Yeah. Him and the lady too.
Yeah, I think she's popular.
Yeah, she gets. But when you see them, I want to be like, yes, no. So that is it. And I'll still go back to the man. He has a no. No, he has a pattern. Because I said, why will a married woman go and approach your husband's side chick and be begging her to leave your husband? And that one.
So you think that he preys on the people that he knows are easy targets?
Intermittent reinforcement. Yeah, whereby it's you dangle a carrot and you keep the rabbit chasing or something. Yeah, there's something he gives to them. He withdraws back, keeps them. They're the one chasing him. Oh. You see that the man that she left and the man, I like, he get where she go waka reach, the man go move on. She be the man a baller. So it's now left for her to hold herself accountable. And then has she ever asked the man that, what are we doing?
Does this girl look like who wants to know? She already knows what she's doing.
Accountability and accepting reality. Yeah. Because she doesn't seem like someone that has a problem. She said her family and friends have been praying for her. She now said maybe she has been just. So that's running away from accountability. Exactly. And reality. Because I'm sure they've had this conversation and she already knows the man's stance that he's not leaving his wife anytime soon. And she's not going to marry a second wife. For a Lagos big boy, I don't think he wants too much women. Exactly. And then, sadly, to get to a point whereby the man will walk away from her one day. Yeah. Because the new ones are yet to be born. Because we don't have acrimony party.
You took my life away from me and now you're moving on.
She's obsessed at this point. She's obsessed with lifestyle. I don't think it's really about the man. She's obsessed with the lifestyle and the possibility of what the future might bring and what she might lose also.
All right, let's hear you.
So for me, I feel like having they've been with a married man now. They know who they are going for, more like they know their targets. Because you know that most girls that are not really, that are struggling, need financial help. So they come in and play
emotional help.
And financial, emotional, you know, someone to feel and make them feel comfortable, like make them feel like, oh, I have somebody that's behind me, that anything I could turn to, he's always there. Regardless of whatever the case may be. So they come in and they portray this very good, kind, loving and sweet man for you, more like your dream kind of man. And then you on the other hand feel like, okay, maybe this is just my destiny helper.
Maybe this is not destiny helper.
Maybe this is just my destiny helper.
That's how it starts.
You be like, okay, I could just, maybe this is just God bringing someone that will help me grow, someone that will help me out there, get through the whole poverty phase and make me become somebody. So that's how we start. Before you know, the entanglement starts happening, where you now be like, you now realize. Wait, now you now realize that, oh my God, I think I'm actually a fool for being here. After you've gone past the whole sugar phase, reality will hit you, and then you start asking yourself questions that, do I really want this? Are you sure I'm actually doing the right thing? Then while you're asking yourself that question, you will also answer yourself by saying, but he's nice, oh. Usually used to get, do you get, maybe, you know, maybe I'm even meant to be a second wife. Or maybe, that's the narrative.
You don't go and have this conversation with the wrong person.
No, now, you get, you can just live your life. He will just fund it for you. You become who you are, you know, life of the party, have whatever you want, because the money is there. The care is there. You have an issue, you call him, he's going to pull up for you, you know. So you'll be
the baby.
This case is not the case of second wife now.
She hoped she was going to be the second wife because he told her that he's going to. The man said he was going to divorce now.
Just be honest with yourself.
Okay.
Now, the man that wants to divorce his wife,
she's jonesing.
The man that wants to divorce his wife will not even. I don't know how Nigerian divorce system is like. He will not even want to get entangled so that nothing will ruin the divorce process for him.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But there are people who the wife already knows that this is the person. See, at the end of the day,
It's too complicated.
the woman is not the victim and the man is not the victim.
I feel like maybe the man had the conversation before we had, and then she made it known that, oh, you're married, I don't want to do this. And then he pulls the card of, I'm going to divorce my wife. She's not good enough
No, I
for
think
me.
later on, after the
Then you
years,
say it. Divorce her first and come
Exactly.
back.
Like,
It's
tell him
No,
to.
I don't think she went in first with the whole love. It was
Yeah.
more about what he could provide.
Yes.
So maybe she wanted.
At the end of the day, she got entangled.
Yeah, she got
But the truth is that there are women that decide that this is what they want to do.
Yeah.
You remember, I don't know if you saw the podcast of Shafi Bello, you know, that trended online, where she said, if you want to go and do your roles, do your roles. And I believe that there are two sides to that conversation, which she later, or the hosts eventually later explained. It's like, oh, if you found yourself there now, there's nothing you can do. But make sure you don't stay there. That's what this girl
that's what
should have told herself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because okay,
Now I'm here.
She forgot the main reason,
Why she got into,
and
she
got
let
carried away
with the
and
whole feelings and now she cannot
yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
She's not in love with the man. She's obsessed with
It has gone
lifestyle.
beyond.
Yeah.
The truth
It's
is-
not love.
The truth is, why I believe that a lot of young people get stuck in relationships like this is because, take for instance, you said something like that where a guy is young and still struggling, he doesn't have anything yet, and then there's a married man. One thing I would like for young people to always realize is the phase that the married man is going with, the phase that your boyfriend is going with you right now, the married man has gone through it in many other phases.
Yeah.
He might have not even done that with just one woman. He might have gone through that same phase with several women, which means that he has the upper hand. He knows what to say.
Yes.
He knows
how
what
to treat you.
You know, your boyfriend that you are begging to give you transport to come to his place, he's telling you he doesn't have transport. If he wants to come and see me, must I give you transport? The married man is saying that, don't worry, I've seen my drivers come and pick you. I will buy you the outfit, and he doesn't come online to drag you. It's quite intoxicating.
Yeah.
It you can get used to that and forget that the man has gone through that phase. That's why he knows. It's just like writing an exam before. If you have to write that exam again, you most likely will not score what you had scored before.
At all.
The only way you score that is if you're dumb. You know,
Yeah.
and if that's what we are dealing with here, then we might as well just end the conversation right now. But the thing is, the man already knows what to say. He already knows what to do.
Yeah.
So it's easy. It comes so easy for him. Unlike your boyfriend, he's still learning the ropes, you know. And I feel like young people don't give grace to themselves in relationships because you see a 30-year-old girl, she's expecting a 30-year-old boy like her to already have a house, to already have a car, to already have a company running. So, and this is a pandemic. It's a pandemic. This whole married men dating single girls, and now married women are also dating single men. I don't know if you have seen the video of Brimo that has been trending everywhere on social media, where he was saying he has slept with most married women in Lagos, up to the extent that Two-Face had to bring his wife and ask his wife, have you slept with this guy? So he was notorious for sleeping with people's wives. Did you see? So these two things are different. For the man, the dynamics is quite different for a young girl because he has the upper hand. Now, for the young boys that are now dating married women, they can give you what you don't have. Sometimes it is money. sometimes it is also security. And you know the thing, a young girl will always place a demand on you for so many things. A married woman would not. She already has what she's looking for. All she needs maybe is emotional satisfaction, sexual satisfaction, which she does not have from her husband. So the relationship between both parties are quite dynamic. It is based on the need for both of them. But I also like to speak to what you said earlier, that you said, oh, the man always marries, the man marries his praise, or the women pray, or something of that nature. But you see, one thing it might just be a very wrong theory, but I've seen it many times, that men always marry the people that they're not attracted to, because we have this very silly idea or school of thought that, you know, a wife is supposed to be a certain kind of way. So they go on and party with their spec and do all of that stuff. When that is the actual kind of person you like, then because the society has told you that a wife material does not go to parties, she sits at home, she cooks and all of that, then you go and wife that one. And then you realize that this one is not what I wanted. What I want is still outside. And then you keep going outside. The truth is, if you know your spec, I don't agree that you never marry your spec. What does that even mean? It's your choice. I've said it before here. Your spec is your choice. Make your choice and move with it. But don't punish another person for not being what you expect them to be or what you are looking for outside. It doesn't make any sense. But for emotional attachment, I feel like greed plays a very big role in whatever is happening in the life of this woman. Just walk away from it. It's not easy. Seek help if you must. That's it. So let me hear your concluding thoughts.
I just feel like the earlier she comes to the realization that she's not going to end up with this man, and that she just had to leave him to be able to see if she can still build herself and probably find herself someone better off that she could start with, the better for her.
You have stamped her.
She can unwrite it if she wants to. I mean, she can. Okay. It's left for her to decide. I mean,
okay, sure. What are your conclusions?
For the woman, well, I think it starts with accountability for the three of them. I'm not going to take anybody out, for the three of them. Yes. You know, they say the first step to solving a problem is actually acknowledging it. So I think she knows she has a problem, for the fact that family and friends are already praying for her and she's already writing to Ife. So she knows she has a problem and she's close to seeking solution. She might go for therapy and still come out, and the moment she gets in contact with the man again, everything she has. So she needs to sit down and talk to herself, look in the mirror and tell herself the truth, like, I'm wasting my time here. It's not going to lead to marriage or the kind of life I want. And if possible, relocate. You have to leave that place, the Lagos you're in. You could try other states or other countries. And God will see you through.
Definitely will. All right. Thank you so much, Sharifa. Thank you so much to both our guests, both Sharifa and Rita, for joining us on the conversation. I kept skipping Rita's name. But yes, thank you so much for being here with us. And it's important that we know that we are a product of our choices. Decisions will always decide destiny. And you cannot claim ignorant of the consequences you are facing now, because it's a product of the choices that you have made. So make sure that when you are making a choice, you are conscious of the consequence of your choice, which can either be positive or negative. And like Sharifa said, and I would, take on with, is be accountable to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. What are you doing there? Why are you here? Okay, it's because of money. How else can I get money aside from relying on this married man?
To me
exactly. What is he giving to me that I need? And if you are able to answer these questions honestly, because you can lie to everybody but not yourself. You lie to yourself, you are very wicked to yourself. In life. You have failed. Honestly, you have failed in life. So forget about what every other person says and just go in and do the work with yourself. And I believe that you'll be able to find like a very proper solution from that. But this is where we will wrap it up on the Girls Hangout for today. Remember, we are active across social media platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, and on TikTok. It is at Rapid TV. And our YouTube page is at Official Rapid TV. Do well to send the link to your friend. This will be uploaded shortly. Let us know what they think in the comments about the topic of discussion. And www.rbnradiotv.com allows you to connect with us from anywhere in the world. Latest edition, we are now on free TV. So just look for Rapid TV on free TV and get connecting with us. Thank you so much again for being here. My name is Martha Alu. I will see you tomorrow.